Welcome back. Please listen to the end today. Golden Dreams, the hot race for California's wealth. Once upon a time, in a land of rugged mountains, sparkling rivers, and endless blue skies, there was a magical place called California. But this story is not just about California. It's about a time when the land held a secret so precious, it set off a frenzy like no other. This is the tale of the Gold Rush, a time when people from all corners of the world raced to California, with dreams of striking it rich and finding treasure beyond their wildest imaginations. Pictured a time in the mighty 1800s, a time before cars and airplanes, when people traveled long distances in horse-drawn wagons or on foot. The United States was a young country, and California was a distant land filled with mystery and promise. But all of that was about to change. One day, in the year 1848, a man named James Marshall was working at a sawmill near a river called the American River. As he was digging, something shiny caught his eye. It was a small piece of gold, glimmering in the sunlight. Imagine the excitement that must have raced through his veins as he held that tiny piece of treasure in his hands. Little did he know that this discovery would set off a chain of events that would forever alter the course of history. News of the gold discovery spread like wildfire. Imagine people talking excitedly in towns, along dirt roads, and even in far-off cities. "Gold! Gold in California!" they would exclaim, their eyes wide with wonder. Soon, people from all walks of life began to dream of striking it rich. Farmers left their fields, blacksmiths put down their hammers, and teachers closed their books. The call of gold was too strong to resist. Imagine the scene as thousands of people packed up their belongings and embarked on a journey that would take them across plains, mountains, and deserts. They walked for miles, rode in wagons, and sailed on ships, all with one goal in mind: to reach California and find their fortune. This massive migration of people came to be known as the Gold Rush. As these gold seekers, often called fortuners, because many arrived in 1849, arrived in California, they faced incredible challenges. Imagine the tough conditions they encountered as they crossed rugged mountains and battled harsh weather. They faced hunger, exhaustion, and the uncertainty of what lay ahead. Yet their hearts were filled with hope and determination, fueled by dreams of striking it rich. One of the most famous routes to California was the California Trail, which stretched from the Midwest to the West Coast. Imagine wagons creaking along dusty trails, families huddled around campfires at night, and children running ahead to catch a glimpse of the land they had heard so much about. The journey was not easy, but the promise of gold glittering in the distance kept them going. When the gold seekers finally arrived in California, they faced a new challenge: finding the precious metal itself. Imagine them panning for gold in rivers, using simple tools to sift through the sand and gravel in search of those glimmering flakes. Some struck gold right away, while others had to work hard and dig deep before they found anything of value. But the allure of gold was so strong that people were willing to do whatever it took. Imagine towns springing up overnight, as if by magic, near the places where gold was discovered. These towns, known as boomtowns, were filled with people from all over the world. Imagine the vibrant atmosphere as people of different languages, cultures, and backgrounds came together in pursuit of a common dream. Life in the boomtowns was unlike anything most people had ever experienced. Imagine the bustling streets lined with shops, saloons, and tents. People traded stories of success and failure, sharing tales of the gold they had found or the dreams they still hoped to fulfill. It was a time of hope, but also a time of uncertainty, as fortunes could change in the blink of an eye. As the gold rush continued, new methods of mining emerged. Imagine the scene as miners worked together to build deep tunnels into the earth, a process known as hard rock mining. These tunnels, often called mineshafts, were dark, damp, and dangerous. Yet, the promise of gold kept the miners going as they used pickaxes, shovels, and dynamite to break through the rock and unearth their treasure. The gold rush brought about significant changes in California and the entire nation. Imagine the rush of people creating a demand for goods and services. General stores, hotels, and restaurants flourished, catering to the needs of the gold seekers. Entrepreneurs saw opportunities and started businesses to supply miners with tools, clothing, and equipment. Yet, as with any story of great change, there were challenges and conflicts. Imagine the tension that arose between the people who were already living in California, many of whom were Native American tribes, and the newcomers. As more and more people arrived in search of gold, the land's resources became strained, and competition for space and water led to disputes. As time went on, the easy gold, the flakes that could be found in rivers and streams, became harder to come by. Imagine miners moving from one place to another in search of the next big discovery. They used a method called placer mining to wash away dirt and gravel and separate the gold. Rivers and streams were altered, sometimes causing environmental damage in the pursuit of riches. The gold rush also had a profound impact on the way people thought about wealth and success. Imagine the excitement of those who struck it rich and the disappointment of those who didn't. The pursuit of gold became a symbol of the American dream, the idea that with hard work and determination, anyone could achieve success and prosperity. One of the lasting legacies of the gold rush is the way it shaped California's identity. Imagine the towns that grew and evolved into cities, some of which are now well-known places, like San Francisco and Sacramento. The influx of people from different cultures and backgrounds enriched the state's diversity and contributed to its unique character. As time went on, the gold rush faded into history, but its impact remained. Imagine the ghost towns that still stand as reminders of a time when the pursuit of gold brought people together and changed their lives forever. The stories of the miners and the dreams they chased are part of the tapestry of American history, a testament to the spirit of adventure and the quest for something more. And so, dear reader, as we close this chapter on the gold rush, let us remember the dreams of the 49ers, the journeys they undertook, and the legacy they left behind. Let us be inspired by their determination, their resilience, and their belief in the promise of a better future. As you gaze upon the rivers, mountains, and valleys of California, remember that beneath the Earth's surface, there may still be traces of the golden dream that once captivated hearts and ignited the spirit of adventure. The end. Thank you for watching. Please give us a high rating and subscribe to our channel.